Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Kampung Kid Life, where we talk about coconuts, the universe, and everything else in between. Is it okay to be not okay? That's the topic for this evening. But before we get into the topic for this evening, let's see who's online today. Tao, good evening. Ngọc, good evening. Kim Feng, good evening. Ace, Chen Lei, good evening. Tulei, Yun An, good evening. Cham Bei, Nei Yun, good evening. Bao An, Teng In, good evening. Good evening, all of you. Okay, for those of you who have not met me before, I am Douglas Kampung Kid, and in the next 60 minutes, I am going to talk about not only the topic for the evening, but answer whatever other questions that may come up. Okay, and the thing I want to say is, I don't have a right or wrong about whatever it is that I will share. I don't have a need to be right. Basically, what I will be doing is giving a perspective, coming from my experience, coming from my reality box, with the hope that it will create value for all of you. It will give you additional insights to consider. Okay, so the next 60 minutes. Is it okay not to be okay? First question for the evening. Okay, let's see. Okay, what does it mean? What does it mean to be okay? So to be okay. Okay, let me see how I'm going to answer that question. So I want to talk about life. Okay, I want to talk about life, and life is messy. Okay, life is extremely messy. Okay, life is extremely chaotic. Okay, and the universe. Okay, so if I look at life, I look at the universe. Okay, the universe was created in chaos. Okay, we are born into chaos. We are born into a messy life. Okay, and our job. Okay, to me, our job is to find order. Okay, is to make sense of this chaos. Is to find order in this messy world. Okay, and it's going to be full of challenges. Okay, and I think I'm going to experience a little bit of chaos right now with Charlie. Okay, who is getting a little bit excited with her dogs barking outside. Okay, in any case, okay, okay, 1 second. Okay, I am back from chaos management. Okay, so Charlie has gone upstairs for now. Okay, anyway, so our job is to figure out the chaos. Okay, our job is to figure out the chaos. Okay, in all the mess that's happening in the world, with all the mess that's happening in our lives, to figure out how to create order, how to get out of that mess. Okay, and the thing I always say is that when the universe gives us a gift. Okay, and what's a gift? What's a gift from the universe? A gift from the universe is struggle, challenge, obstacles, problems. Okay, all the things that can go wrong, that will go wrong, those are gifts from the universe. And the thing I always say is thank you. Okay, say thank you to the universe, because we can't say no. Okay, we can't say no to the universe for all these gifts that the universe will give to us. Okay, and why are they gifts? Because when we are thrown into chaos, when we are thrown into mess, when we are given struggles, obstacles, challenges, okay, when things are difficult, they are difficult because we don't know how to handle them. Okay, because it is unknown. Okay, because it is outside of our realm of knowledge and expertise. It is outside of our reality box. Okay, it is things that we don't know what to do with. Okay, that's when we are thrown into chaos. Okay, that's when life becomes a mess. Okay, that's when we attempt to navigate, okay, through this mess. Okay, to find order, to create order, to make things not messy. Okay, to overcome the struggles, the challenges, to solve the problems. That's what we need to do. Okay, and when we do that, when we are able to do that, okay, we actually acquire new knowledge. Okay, we acquire new knowledge, new tools, new skills to overcome these challenges that the universe gives to us. And the result of that is an expanded reality box. Okay, it's new knowledge that we can use. So when we face the same struggle, the same challenge, or whatever it is, again, it no longer is a struggle because we already have a solution to it. But it's going to be a process. Okay, before we get out of the mess, okay, before we get out of the jungle, before we get out of the ocean where we are struggling, okay, thinking that sometimes we're going to drown, okay, you're thrown into the ocean, we need to figure out how to swim. Okay, if you don't know how to swim, we need to figure out how to swim. Okay, and then there are all the things that's going on, right? The wind, the sun, the sea, the currents, okay, that's going on. And then we got to learn how to swim and not drown. Okay, but once we learn how to swim, if we are thrown into the ocean again, we know how to swim. It no longer is a struggle. Okay, so we have learned a new skill and gained new knowledge and got out of that situation. And our reality box has expanded. Okay, we level up in our lives. Okay, so how does this relate to okay and not okay? Okay, when life is nice, when life is nice and good and there are no problems to solve, okay, that would be what I would consider. Okay, so life is okay. Okay, things are okay. Okay, I am okay because I've got everything handled. Okay, the problems I have solved. The struggles I have overcome. Okay, I am in a place where I know. Okay, it's know of knowingness. Okay, so I am okay because there's nothing that's messy with me right now. That's when I'm okay. When I am in a mess, okay, when I'm in a mess, okay, I'm not okay. Okay, I am not okay because there are things I need to deal with. Okay, there are things I need to deal with. There's all these things that I don't know how to handle, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. Sometimes it feels like I am drowning in an ocean. Okay, that may be just lots of waves, storm, rain, whatever it is. Okay, am I okay then? No, I'm not okay. Okay, but is that permanent? Okay, two things can happen, right? I talk about this. Okay, two things can happen when the universe gives us a challenge. Okay, the first thing is breakdown. Okay, we give up. Okay, we quit. Don't want to play. Okay, and everything stops. The other option is to break through, okay, which means that I've got to find a way. I've got to find a way out of the jungle. I need to find a way out of the forest. I need to find a way out of the ocean. Okay, I need to figure out how to get out of the mess, how to create order, how to find order in the chaos. Okay, in those situations, I may fluctuate. Okay, I may fluctuate between states of okayness and not okayness. Okay, and when I am in not okayness, so I might navigate and I might think, oh, hey, maybe I'm finding the solution and I'll start to feel okay. Okay, that I am starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yay! Okay. But there may be times when it's dark. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm making lots of mistakes. Okay, I'm getting frustrated because everything I do doesn't seem to work. Okay, and at the same time, okay, the universe continues to throw stuff at me. Okay, in a situation like this, okay, am I in an okay state? No, I'm in chaos state. Okay, but I need to acknowledge. Okay, I need to acknowledge that I am in chaos state, because only when I acknowledge I'm in chaos state, in messy state, then I can look for a solution to get out of that messy or chaos state. Okay, if I pretend that I am okay when I am in chaos, if I pretend that I'm okay when I'm not okay, okay, then I am in denial. Okay, I'm pretending, I'm actually wrapping things up. Okay, and wrapping things up nicely. Okay, being positive. You know, sometimes people tell you, okay, you need to be more positive. I say bullshit. No, if you're not okay, then be not okay. Acknowledge that you're not okay, and then manage from that not okayness. Okay, and then figure a way out of that not okayness. When we pretend that we're okay when we're not, when we pretend to be okay when we are not okay, okay, we are hiding the problems, we're wrapping it up with nice whatever that's nice that basically we're in denial. Okay, the things don't get solved. The problems don't get solved. Okay, of course, the people will say, okay, change your attitude, change your mindset, okay, and you know, you change your attitude, change your mindset. Okay, attitude and mindset is a different thing. Okay, attitude and mindset, okay, is about approaching and responding to it. That even if I have a positive mindset, positive attitude, even if I believe, okay, that I will overcome this problem, in the process of overcoming the problem, okay, I might still be not okay, and I need to be okay. I need to be okay with myself not being okay. And take the next step. Make a mistake, make a correction. Make a mistake, make a correction. Okay, mistakes are sins only when not admitted. Okay, if we are sick, we need to say we are sick. Okay, otherwise we can't get better, because if we are sick and we don't acknowledge. If I'm sick, I don't acknowledge I'm sick. Okay, I cannot seek treatment. Okay, people cannot help me. Okay, as long as I hide it, nobody can help me. Okay, and in that state of chaos, in that state of mess, okay, when I have problems, okay, sometimes I can't do it alone. Okay, and I need to be able to acknowledge that, hey, things are not working. Okay, to be able to reach out to someone and say that, hey, I need help. I need to be supported. And it's okay. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for support. Okay, but most people don't do that. Why not? Okay, sometimes we don't do that. Okay, or very, very often people don't do that because there aren't supportive environments around. Okay, there aren't safe environments around. Okay, where we can be vulnerable. Okay, where we can say that, hey, things are not working out for me. Hey, I need help. Okay, and not be attacked and not be judged. Okay, or not to be made wrong, not to be made weak, not to be harmed. Okay, and sometimes people pretend, okay, to be okay so that to protect themselves, okay, to protect themselves against being harmed. Okay, but in doing that as well, they're also creating harm for themselves, because they're not solving that. They're not able to solve the problem themselves, and they're not receiving support, and they're not getting help and support to solve that problem. Okay, so number one, it is okay. It is totally okay. Okay, to be not okay. Okay, we swing. Okay, we swing between states of chaos and order. Okay, in between, as we're swinging between states of order and chaos, okay, getting from chaos to order means that it's growth. Okay, and sometimes getting from chaos to order, mess to no mess, okay, it is a process. Okay, and in that process, okay, we're handling a lot of things. Okay, be kind to yourself. Okay, be kind to yourself and be okay. It's totally okay to be not okay. Yeah, don't pretend to be okay when you're not okay. Okay, so what's next? Okay, yes. Why do people like to compare with each other to see who is better? I think there's so many reasons. I think it is learned. I feel, okay, it is learned behavior. And when we are babies, okay, you guys know what babies are, right? These cute little humans, these cute little humans who, yeah. When people are babies, okay, do kids compare themselves with other kids? Do kids compare themselves with other kids to see who's better? Okay, I think I don't think they have the awareness to do that. Okay, is it so? So what I'm really saying is this natural behavior, or is this learned behavior? Okay, so do kids compare with each other? There's a little kid, okay, as is growing up, right? Look at another kid and say that, hey, how come that kid is better than me, or hey, I'm better than. Okay, the kids don't do that. Kids don't do that. Okay, who does that? Who does that? Okay, the parents do that. Okay, the parents compare all the time. And then the kids learn it. Okay, the kids learn it because the parents do it. Okay, and sometimes that there are more than one kid in the family, and parents do this thing comparing one kid with another kid. How come your brother is like this, or your sister is like this? How come you're not like this? Whatever it is. So the comparison starts. Okay, and then you go to school. Okay, you go to school, and in school there's a certain thing that you need to do. Okay, you need to okay, so school is is okay, I talk about school a lot. Okay, so school is a system, okay, where you go, a place you go to every day, okay, for years, and every year you will sit for this thing called an exam, okay, whatever it is, or even you do assessments, you do homework, you do your schoolwork, okay, and then you get grades, okay, A, B, C, D, E, whatever it is, okay, so the grade is a grade, right? So the grade is a grade. It is a measure of how well you understand something or you don't. Okay, and that's just the grade is just feedback. Okay, but then the thing is, these grades are created because there is a system to assign these grades. Okay, which is with respect to the other people in class. Okay, there's this thing called the bell curve. Okay, some people will score the A, some people will fail, and everybody else will be in between, and that's how it's measured. Okay, then it becomes part of our yardstick. It becomes part of how we measure, okay, how competent we are, okay, with whatever it is that we are learning. Okay, how well we're doing in whatever it is that we're learning, with respect to other kids in our class, okay, or with respect to our peers, okay, everybody born in in the same year. Okay, and then we go through and we go through that. Okay, we go through that for years and years and years and years, and then after that, when we come out, okay, we continue to be compared. Okay, our teachers compare us. Okay, our parents compare us. Our relatives compare us. Okay, how come you're like this and you're not like that? How come you're this, not like that? Okay, how come you can do this and you can't do that? And after years and years and years and years and years of people doing this, okay, it becomes normal. It becomes part of life. Okay, and then we start to look around, okay, at other people, okay, as ways to measure ourselves. That's number one. Okay, number two, we are surrounded by media. Okay, we're surrounded by media that tells us, okay, what the standard is, okay, what good looking is and what is not, okay, what is acceptable, what is not, how to dress and how not to dress, what to buy, what not to buy, okay, so we're surrounded by media. Okay, we're surrounded by lots and lots and lots of marketing. Okay, people trying to sell, businesses not attempting, okay, they want to sell us products. Okay, and how do you sell products? Okay, create desire or create pain. Okay, how do you create desire? Okay, this is good. No, if you want to be good, then you be like this. You dress like this. Okay, you buy this brand, you drive this car, you live this lifestyle, you eat this everything. Okay, in order to be better, you need to do this. And then they have all these people, okay, who are showing, okay, what life is supposed to be. And we're surrounded by media, okay, that talks by an environment, okay, that measures success in a certain way. Okay, by the amount of money that you make, by the titles that you have, by the houses that you live in, by the clothes that you wear, okay, and everything as well. Okay, what does success look like? Okay, it looks like this. And then if you don't look like this, then you are not successful. There's something wrong with you. So we are surrounded, okay, by environments that tell us who we need to be, who we should be, how we need to live our lives. Okay, so we get all these external yardsticks. Okay, we get all these things, okay, about who is better, and if you want to be better, okay, you're like this, do that. It becomes part of life. It becomes normal. Okay, so people do that. Okay, and it creates it creates a tremendous amount of stress. Okay, it creates a tremendous amount of discomfort, and then people work to achieve these things, to look like that successful person, to have as much money, to live in certain types of property, to everything else in between. Okay, so we create this struggle. Okay, so this struggle gets created. Okay, and drives people nuts. Okay, and then it doesn't end. Okay, so you reach a certain yardstick, a certain benchmark. Okay, you okay. So in order to be successful, you drive this car, then you buy the car, and after you buy the car, okay, then there's something else, and then there's something else, and something. So it doesn't end. So it's always set up. Okay, for us to catch, for us to chase, and the chase doesn't end, and then we just tire ourselves out with things. After a while we become disillusioned, and with all these things that are actually totally not necessary at all. Okay, I don't know how many of you can relate to that. Okay, it is a never-ending pursuit because somebody else is setting the standard. How do you break out of this? How do you break out of this cycle? Okay, stop that comparison. The only person who sets the yardstick, who sets the benchmark, is me for my life. The only person who actually gets to decide what my life is me. When I stop allowing external influences to tell me how I should live my life, is when I will break free of an environment that's controlling me and designing my life for me. Okay, I don't think people like to do that. Okay, I don't think people like to do that, but I believe that most people don't know better. Okay, because when we are surrounded by an environment, by people, especially people who supposed to care for us, okay, our family is supposed to love us, okay, who tell us that, hey, who measure us a certain way against somebody else, I think that has to stop too. It is a trap. It is a trap because as we grow up, we don't know better, and then we think that these adults know better. Okay, they don't. I tell you a secret. Okay, the adults are clueless. Okay, just because they have lived life on this planet a little longer. Okay, your parents, the people who are older. Okay, your teachers, just because they've lived a little bit longer, they know a little bit more. It doesn't mean that they are right. Okay, they are just as clueless, attempting to figure things out. Okay, and I'll tell you. Okay, at 53 years old, I am still attempting to figure things out. Okay, maybe I've made a lot more mistakes. Okay, maybe I've gone to, I have a lot more experience, and I can share some of the experiences, but none of these experiences that I have, okay, with all the years I've spent on this planet, okay, makes it more right. Okay, it doesn't make it absolute truth. Okay, I share all these perspectives. Okay, and then you decide what works for you and what doesn't. Okay, because I think one of the live streams I talked about this before. Okay, what makes it? I think the last week. Okay, what makes you special? Okay, is our entire life. What makes me special is my entire life. Okay, as much as I can share with you my reality box, it is still my reality box. It doesn't make it the truth. Okay, and then you decide. I share, and then you decide. Okay, so I am also figuring things out. Okay, the problem will be if because of my experiences I say that, hey, you need to listen to me because I have more experience than you. Okay, you need to listen to me because I know better. Okay, that's when things will fall apart. Okay, so adults, okay, you think they know better, actually they don't. Okay, so that's the secret. Which adults when they're with kids, parents when they're with kids, okay, they need to act like adults, okay, so that the kids will behave themselves, so that they can control their kids. You take away the kids, adults without kids become children. So start taking a look. Okay, start taking a look at what is important for you. Start taking a look at what matters. Start taking a look the life that you want for yourself. Okay, and it's not about how other people live their lives. It doesn't matter. It's not about how other people think. It doesn't matter. Okay, the only thing that matters is what you want. Okay, what you want, what you desire, and what you choose to create for yourself. So take away all that. Okay, and whatever media, okay, whatever is in the media, the environment, or that telling you, okay, what life should be like. Okay, it's bullshit. Okay, mostly bullshit. Okay, if it's a lot of marketing stuff, it's mostly bullshit. Okay, your job is to figure out. So I talk about 9 dimensions. Okay, and within the 9 dimensions, okay, what are the 9 dimensions? So I talk about 9 dimensions, which I is something that I teach in the Resilience Blueprint program. Okay, and within the 9 dimensions, okay, it is deciding what is important. Okay, and based on whatever is important, getting the knowledge, skills, and tools, okay, to support the creation of those things that are important. For example, physical wealth, okay, which is about well-beingness. Okay, and what does well-being look like to you? Okay, for some people, it is having a fit, muscular body. Okay, for others, it is just getting by. Okay, with whatever is enough. Okay, so for each person, physical wealth looks different. Then look at what you need. Okay, look at what you need in order to achieve what you desire. Okay, and then get what you need based on what you desire. Get what you need. Okay, based on how you are designing your wealth. Okay, find the sources of information, the knowledge, the tools. Okay, to be able to develop that. Okay, and not let it be driven. Okay, by marketing. Okay, by other people's standards. Okay, and when you're able to do that, okay, you will be in the driver's seat of your life. Okay. Thanks. Ting in. Okay. What's the next question? How do you budget and live simply? I tell you guys ask me such simple questions that are so difficult to answer. I look at what I need. Okay, before I say what I need, okay, so this is what I need, and what I need. Okay, what each of us need is unique. Okay, what each of us need is unique. Then I want to talk because it's budget. Okay, what is budget? Okay, budget is allocation of resources, right? And what kind of resources are being allocated? Okay, the first resource. Okay, the first resource that needs to be allocated is time. Okay, the first resource that needs to be allocated is time. Okay, all of us are given this resource, this currency called time. All of us have the same amount. When we wake up, okay, every day, we don't have to wake up. Every day we are allocated the same amount of this resource called time. And then we decide, right? We decide what we're going to use this currency called time. Okay, we have 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes an hour. You multiply that, that's the number of minutes that you have in a day, number of seconds that you have every day. Okay, and every single minute, every single unit of time, we are trading for something. Okay, we are trading for something. What is it that we are trading for? Okay, there are 2 ways to utilize time. The first way to utilize time is to invest time. And when we invest time, we will, whatever it is that we invest in will feed us. Okay, there will be something that will come back. Or we can spend time, which means that if we utilize time, okay, that time, nothing comes back. Okay, it is used, it is gone. Okay, it is gone. Okay, what is an example? What is an example of investing time? Education, learning. Okay, learning is an example of investing time because I am trading. So what am I trading time for? I'm trading time for knowledge. Okay, and when I get knowledge, can anyone take away that knowledge from me? Cannot. Okay, when I receive knowledge, that knowledge is with me forever, as long as I keep that knowledge. Okay, will I forget? Yes, I may forget, but can I pull it back again? Possibly. Okay, but nobody can ever take that away from me. Okay, but if I okay, very difficult to think of difficult to think of ways to waste time. Very difficult thing of ways to waste time, because the way I am thinking is every single moment I'm thinking of how to utilize time in a way that I'm investing time. Okay, let's say you do something, you do something nonsensical, like you gossip. Okay, people gossip. Okay, people gossip involve themselves in drama. Okay, then and after that, yeah, so it was very fun, right? So it was very fun to watch the drama, to gossip and all that. But at the end of, for the time that is spent gossiping, telling stories, drama, and all that, after that time is spent, what do we have? What do we get back in return? Nothing. Okay, so we laugh a bit, okay, during the gossip and the drama and all that. But what do we get back? Nothing. Okay, it's gone, right? It doesn't, tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Okay, whatever the gossip was today, tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Okay. So the first currency is time. Okay, and to me, that's the most important currency. Then how do I allocate this time? Okay, I'll talk about time first, and then we can, and whatever it is I'm using time, I'm talking about using time, can be applied in other areas, can be money, can be other resources. Okay, but let's talk about time. So how do I allocate the time? Okay, so I go back to the 9 dimensions of wealth. Okay, and 9 dimensions of wealth. Okay, cultural wealth, community wealth, environmental wealth, economic wealth, emotional wealth, intellectual wealth, physical wealth, spiritual wealth, vocational wealth. These are 9 areas of wealth. Okay, that to me is everything about life. So if I look at the nine areas, the 9 dimensions, I need to look at what's important for me that I need to invest time in. Okay, earlier I talked about physical wealth. If I want to stay physically fit, okay, in my life, okay, for as long as I live, I need to invest time, okay, to exercise, okay, to eat well, okay, to do things that will help me improve my well-being. Okay, and I need to invest this because it is a cumulative process. Okay, it is something that is done over time. I cannot just invest today and tomorrow, right? I cannot say that, okay, I want to have muscles, and I say, okay, I invest time today and tomorrow I have muscles. I won't. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so I need to be consciously aware that, okay, so if my goal, okay, is to be physically fit, okay, to be maybe not to be muscular, okay, but to be strong enough to be agile enough to do the things I want to do in my life, then I need to invest time. So I need to cut out, okay, the 24 hours a day. I need to allocate some of that time, okay, to invest in developing my body. Okay, and similarly, okay, community wealth is about relationships. Okay, people around me, my friends, my family, okay, my the people in my network, my affiliates, all the relationships that I want to develop in my life. Okay, so I need to allocate, right? I need to invest time to develop these relationships. Okay, so these relationships become assets, because if I develop a relationship, what will I get out of that? I will get a life partner. I will get a good friend. I will get a business associate that I can trust. I will get a community of people that who will support me, or I can be with and spend time with and do things with. Okay, so this is investing, okay, time to develop this. Okay, or spiritual wealth. Okay, spiritual wealth is about finding meaning and purpose. Okay, what it is I want to do. Okay, my mastery, the things that are fulfilling for me in life. Okay, I need to invest time to do that. Okay, so there are 9 areas. Okay, 9 areas, and I need to decide how I'm going to budget this resource called time to invest in assets. Okay, invest in developing something so that something comes back, something is created, something is developed, and something sustainable is built. Okay, I talk a lot I talk a lot more about this in the Resilience Blueprint program. Okay, but right now I'm just giving you guys an overview. Okay, so I will budget my time. I will budget my time based on what is important to me. Okay, so physical wealth, for some people, they want to build muscular bodies because it makes them feel good, because they want to do certain things, they want to climb mountains or indulge in extreme sports and all that. Then they need to invest more time, right? They need to invest more time developing that state of physical well-beingness in order to do those things that they want to do, which are more challenging compared to me. And maybe all I want to do is be able to indulge in simple physical activities and be reasonably fit and agile. Okay, so how much each of us allocate in each of these different areas will be different. Okay, then what is live simply for me? Okay, is looking at all these 9 dimensions of wealth and looking at what's important to me. Okay, what's important to me culturally? Okay, what's important to me in my relationships? What's important to me from an emotional well-being perspective? What's important to me in the environments that I live in? Okay, that I play in. Okay, what's important to me with the way I think about things? Okay, and the knowledge that I have. What's important to me with what else is that? The emotional. Okay, vocational wealth is what I am good at. Okay, if it wasn't about making money, okay, making money from the activity. Okay, what's important to me from an economic wealth perspective? Okay, the resources, the time that I need to invest in order to generate the cash currency. Okay, the money currency. Okay, in order to operate and do the other things that I want to do in my life. Okay, so living simply will look different for each of you, okay, for each of us. Because what's important in each of these 9 dimensions is different. Okay, what is important is for you to know what's important for you. Okay, which may not be what's important for me, and that's why we don't even compare. Okay, just because someone wants to do something in a certain way and it's important to them, okay, it doesn't matter because that's their life and that's how they want to design it. What's important, okay, I tell you the thing is this, okay, even with the 9 dimensions, okay, it already occupies all my all my thinking power, all my thinking power to consider what's important for me. Okay, I have no time at all. Okay, I have no time at all to worry about other people. And the thing I say is this: if anybody else, okay, tells me about how to live my life, what to do, and all that, okay, then to me that person, okay, is not even spending time, okay, it's not even investing time taking care of his own life. That's why he or she is so free to tell other people what to do. Okay, I'm already so busy, okay, designing my life. I have no time, okay, I have absolutely no time to tell other people what to do. Okay, so there's nothing to compare. Okay, look at what's important for you. Okay, fundamentally. Okay, and when we look at all the 9 dimensions, when you look at all your nine dimensions, you will realize that there are some things you need to throw away. Okay, you need to prioritize because we all have only 24 hours in a day. Okay, to be able to do all that. Okay, and then you take away the sleeping hours. If you sleep for 8 hours, the rest of the eating, go to toilet time and all that, 1 to 2 hours, and then go to work and everything. Okay, minus all that. Okay, we actually have very, very little time to do all this. Okay, so take a look for yourself. Okay, take a look for yourself what is important. Okay, within the 9 dimensions. And then decide, based on how they are important, based on how you want to prioritize, given the limited resource that we have called time, how are you going to allocate? How are you going to budget? How are you going to allocate this resource? That's number one is time. Okay, because without time, it doesn't matter. Okay, you say, okay, I'm going to put money in, but you don't put in the time, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can put in the money, okay, to develop your physical wealth, but if you don't put in the time to do the exercise, the money doesn't matter. So fundamentally, the most important thing is budget your time, pay yourself first with time. Most people don't do that. Most people are always giving their time to other people. Most people, and the people, I tell you, there are people, okay, who are constantly wanting to steal time away from us. Okay, there are people who waste our time. There are activities that waste our time. Okay, and all these things, okay, we allow our time. But you see, nobody can waste our time. Nobody can waste my time unless I allow them to waste my time. Nobody can take my time unless I give it away. Okay, so I'm very, very careful. I'm very, very careful in how I utilize my time. Okay, and the first thing when I see somebody attempting to steal my time, waste my time, okay, I'll say stop. Okay, you want to waste your own time, it's okay, don't waste mine. Okay, so start with the allocation of time. Because without the allocation of time, any other resource, money or otherwise, okay, that you put into it doesn't matter. That's number one. Number two, look at what's important for you. Okay, and decide how you're going to allocate based on what's important to you in your life. Yeah, you can't get it back once it's gone. Why people see their power but they can't use it? Okay, I'm attempting to answer this question. When people see their power, okay, so why? Okay, so in order to answer a why question, we need to answer a when question first. I need to answer a when question first. In order to understand why someone would not use their power they need to see it first, right? So they need to see it first. But why do we not? Okay, so when do people see their power? Okay, what is power? Power is ability to do. Okay, power is ability to do and create. So if power is ability to do, and we have power all the time, actually, except when we give away our power, why would someone not use it? Okay, two reasons. The first reason, okay, if power is the ability to create, it means that if I use power, okay, so all of us can be powerful. Okay, okay, let me talk about power first. All of us can be powerful by choice. Okay, we can be powerful and claim our power, okay, by playing from a powerful position, by being in control, by making these choices, or we can be powerless. Okay, it means we give up our power. When do we give up our power? When we say that somebody else is doing something to us, when we are laying blame, when we're justifying, when we quit. Okay, so that there are places, things that we can do that where we give up our power, when we are victims. You can say, well, I can't help it. That's the way things are. Okay, being a victim, there are no victims. Okay, there are no victims, only volunteers. Okay, nobody can make you a victim unless you choose. Okay, to give out your power. Nobody can take your power away unless you choose to give out your power. Okay, but that's another conversation. Okay, so now someone who has power, why would they not utilize the power? And back to the definition, power means ability to do. Okay, ability to do. And if I have the ability to do, when would I choose not to use it? If I have fear. Okay, and the two things, okay, so that we have a lots of different types of fears. Okay, but the two types of fears that I think I can talk about in the time that I have, the two biggest fears that a lot of us have, the first is the fear of failure. Okay, if I do whatever it is that I do, okay, take action, and then I fail, it means that what? It means that I would have wasted the time, the resources, the effort that I put in. Okay, so that may stop me. What if I use my power and I fail? So maybe I shouldn't do it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do, even though I can, maybe I shouldn't do it, because what if I fail? Okay, then people are going to laugh at me. Okay, people are going to say that I'm not good enough. People are going to say that I'm a joker. People are going to call me names. People are going to have judgment. Okay, I'm going to lose the respect of people because I failed. Okay, so I will not use my power, okay, to do anything because of this fear. Number one, that's one. It's not the number one fear, but it's one of the two fears I'm going to talk about. The second fear is a little bit scarier. Okay, the second fear is the fear of success. What if I am successful? What if I do something and I actually become successful? What does that mean? What does that mean that if I'm successful? If I'm successful, it means that what? I may have to handle more responsibility, and I don't want to handle more responsibility. Okay, I'm happy with the way my life is right now, because if I am successful, I get good results. Okay, we say this, right? The universe, okay, the reward the universe gives to us when we solve a problem is a bigger problem. Maybe I don't want the bigger problem. Maybe I'm just happy. Okay, I'm very comfortable. I'm very comfortable right now, and I don't want to put in any more effort. Okay, using this power to be more successful. Okay, and okay, before I continue, I want to say there's nothing good or bad, or right or wrong about whatever choice that people make about this. Okay, whether to use the power or not. Okay, but it creates an outcome. And at the end of the day, the only thing I will always ask is, okay, is this the life that you want? Okay, if this is the life that you want, then so be it. Okay, and then going back to the 9 dimensions of life, do you have everything handled? Okay, are you entirely happy with life the way it is? Okay, and if you are, then okay, so be it. Congratulations, good for you. Okay, now back to fear of success. Okay, so what the other thing about fear of success is what it could mean. Okay, if I am successful, okay, it may mean that people will not like me anymore, because they will think that I'm successful, and then they will not feel good around me. Okay, so I might fear losing people because I am successful. That's number one. The second thing, okay, the other thing about people in the fear of success is, what if I'm successful and I attract all these people who are attracted to me because I'm successful? Okay, all these people who are going to be after my success, who want to get to know me because I'm successful. When I was a nobody, they didn't want to. Nobody was interested to know me. Nobody's interested to help me. And then when I'm successful, suddenly I attract all these people that I don't want in my life. That I don't want to handle the drama. I don't want to handle the fame. I don't want to handle being a celebrity. Okay, so I won't do it. Okay, I won't do it because I don't want that success. Okay, or it could be leaving people behind. Okay, that if I'm successful, then my life will change, and when my life changes, then my relationships will change. Okay, my friends will change, because then we are in different places in our lives. Okay, and I value my relationships, I value my friendship, I value whatever it is. Okay, all this attachment to things, and then I don't want that. If it's going to happen, okay, when I'm successful. So there could be all these variations, okay, of people having. I'm just talking about fear of failure and fear of success. There are many other fears. Okay, we have fear of attachment, fear of detachment, fear of all sorts of things. But just giving an example, okay, when someone chooses not to use the power, okay, which is to me power defined as ability to create, ability to do, ability to get something. Okay, and it's a choice. Okay, no right, no wrong, no good, no bad. Okay, and it could get a lot more personal as well. Okay, but just these are just a couple of examples. Okay, that I hope will plant the seeds, okay, for everyone, okay, for all of you to be able to see a little bit further with this, that we have all sorts of concerns. Okay, each of us have all sorts of concerns, each of us have all sorts of emotions, all sorts of things that are going on for us, okay, that make us not to want to do something. Okay, but to me also, what's very, very important is take a look for yourself. Okay, we can talk about, I know I can talk about everybody else all the time, but at the end of the day, take a look for yourself. Okay, when you can do something, what is it that stops you from doing that thing? Okay, is it the two fears? Okay, is it other people's judgment? Is it attachment? Is it, okay, so there's something. Okay, take a look. Okay, it could be past experiences as well. Okay, that when you do something, okay, then something goes wrong. You know, some people are like that. Oh, here we go again. Okay, something goes wrong. Okay, so I don't know what it is. For each of you, okay, for each of us, we need to be able to take a look. Okay, what's that thing that's stopping us? And we gave you guys a couple of examples. Okay, it also could go back to reality box. It could go back to belief systems. It could go to the model of the world that we have. Okay, and yes, and yes, I actually talk a lot more about this in the resilience blueprint. Well, you guys are asking me all these questions, okay, that I will actually talk about a lot more in the resilience blueprint program. Okay, a resilience blueprint program really is about creating sustainability. Okay, about moving forward and creating the lives that we want. Okay, but more importantly, looking at what stops us. Okay, what stops us, and when we fall. Okay, when we fall, how do we pick ourselves up again? Okay, because to me the thing is we will fall. Okay, it is inevitable. Okay, whatever it is, when we're learning to walk, we will fall. When we're learning to run, we will fall. When we're learning whatever it is, when we're learning whatever it is that we want to learn, we will make mistakes. Okay, making mistakes is okay if we come back from making the mistakes. Okay, but some people, when they make mistakes, they stop. Okay, and that becomes then everything stops. Okay, so it's not about falling, it's about picking ourselves up again after falling. That is what creates resilience. And to me, being resilient is being prepared. Okay, being prepared for as much as possible, okay, for whatever the world is going to throw at us. Okay. Okay. Van Nguyen. Ven Nguyen. Ven Nguyen, okay, I think that's how you pronounce your name, right? How do you make a decision that's important for your career when we are torn among options? To me, it goes back to motivation. So one of the things, okay, so I think I talked about this, the strengths quotient framework, which is something that we use, that we created. Okay, my company created, that looks at how we operate in our life. Okay, and the three elements of how we operate in our lives. First is what we are motivated by. Okay, and different people are motivated by different things. Okay, there are actually seven dimensions of motivation. And then there's how we interact with the world. Okay, how we deal with people, how we solve problems, how we deal with the environment, how we deal with information. There are different ways that each of us handle that. And then the third element is how we are talented. Okay, the gifts that we have. Okay, the gifts that we have that make some things easy for us and other things not so easy. Okay, and the combination of these three, okay, our motivation, our interactions, and our talents, is what I call your unique position of strength. Okay, it is how you operate uniquely. It's what makes you unique. It is your superpower. Okay, and when each of us operate from our unique position of strength, life flows. Okay, life flows because it is in alignment with who we are. Okay, we are using our talents. Okay, and we are using our talents. We are optimizing our interactions, and for the reason that we want to do things. So when I make decisions, okay, so the question is about career, but I'll expand this. Okay, when I make decisions that are important to me in my life, okay, there are always options. There are always options. How do I choose? Okay, I will choose from where it is easiest for me. Okay, that I am motivated to do that thing. Okay, an example of motivation. Okay, so my primary motivation is not economics. My primary motivation is not money. So if you tell me that the reason for doing something is to make more money, I am not interested. Okay, it will not motivate me. And then if I force myself, okay, compel my force myself to do that thing for money, okay, it's going to be torture for me. Okay, I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle, and I'm going to dread. I will wake up every morning, okay, dreading, okay, doing that thing because it is not money. Money is not. It's just not interesting for me to do something because of money. Okay, why? What would be interesting for me to do? Okay, is to do something different. Okay, is to do something that will. Okay, so the motivation dimension is called individualistic. Okay, and what individualistic means is people who have this motivation, okay, want to stand out. Okay, not to be famous, want to stand out by doing something different. Okay, want to stand out by breaking the rules, okay, breaking the limits. Okay, that's me. Okay, if you give me something challenging to do that nobody has ever done before, and then you say, hey, there's this thing, but nobody has ever done it before, they say, yeah, I want to do that because nobody has done it before. If somebody has done it, I'm not so interested. Okay, but if somebody has done it and I can do it differently, then I become interested again. Okay, so that would be my compelling reason to want to do something. Okay, and how I interact with the environment. Okay, I prefer, okay, the thing that I like to do is to be in control and solve problems. Okay, I'm not so much a people person. I'm not so much an environmental. Okay, I don't care whether the environment is fast, slow, changing or not. Okay, I don't care so much about the information, the data that's in the environment. Okay, I care about the problems. I care about the problems and being able to solve the problems. And the way that I am talented, the way that I'm wired, okay, I have my top talents, okay, are futuristic. Okay, I see the future. Okay, when you present scenarios to me, I will look years into the future. I will look decades into the future, and I will see what occurs. Okay, it is automatic. It is very, very easy for me. Okay, I'm extremely strategic. Okay, you give me a problem, I will be able to present a few ways to solve the problem. Okay, I see how dots connect. Okay, I have this talent called connectedness. I see how dots connect. Okay, I see how things come together and how they work together and how the past impacts the future and all that. Okay, so these are just examples. Okay, these are three examples of how I am talented. Okay, so now when you present with me, you present to me. Okay, when you present to me something that I'm going to embark on in my life or career or whatever it is. Okay, I will evaluate. I will evaluate based on how I am wired. Okay, does it motivate me the way I need to be motivated? Okay, does it present to me what I need? Okay, from when I'm engaging, when I'm taking action, when I'm doing things, does it give me what I need? Okay, a problem to solve. Okay, in a way that I want to solve the problem. Okay, does it utilize my talents? Okay, my strategicness, okay, my futuristic, okay, my connectedness, okay, and how I see things organize themselves. I see how I see patterns. Does it utilize these talents that I have? And when I see that it utilizes, okay, so I call all this my unique position of strength. Each of us have it. This is unique position of strength, but it looks different because it's unique, right? Okay, so if it utilizes this, okay, it means that I'm going to optimize my time. Okay, so back to allocation of time. It means I'm going to optimize my time. Okay, even though I may not know everything, it's going to optimize my time because this is where I am good at. These are the things I am good at, and I can get better. So I will want to invest my time in areas where I can be good at and get better, rather than invest my time in things that I will struggle and I have to fight very hard to get good. Okay, because it takes a tremendous amount of energy, time, resources, okay, to work on to work in a way that I am not wired. Okay, it is like right hand, left hand. Okay, if I'm right-hander, okay, and I want to use my left hand to write, okay, it's going to be a struggle. Okay, can I train my left hand to be as good as my right hand? Probably can, but it's going to take a lot of effort. Okay, but even at its best, is my left hand going to be as good as my right hand? Maybe not. So why don't I use the same time, resources, and energy and effort to train my right hand instead to be better, instead of training my left hand to be as good as my right hand? Okay, it's as simple as that. Okay, so I will make my choices. I'll make my decisions based on how I am wired, okay, to do things. And for each of you, it's different. For each of us, all of us are different. Okay, so the important thing is to know how you're wired, how you're motivated, and then be aligned. Okay, to me that's what I'll do. Okay, that's how I will choose. Okay, from my position of power, from my unique position of power. Okay, so we come to the end. Okay, we come to the end of the 60 minutes. Okay, I apologize for that. Okay, we come to the end of the 60 minutes. Thank you all for being here. Okay, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for expanding my reality box some more. Thank you for asking the questions that you asked. Thank you for investing your time. I hope that this time that you have invested, okay, that I've created sufficient value for you, okay, that will help you make sense, a little bit more sense, okay, for yourself in your life. Okay, so help me like, share, and subscribe. Okay, if you got value today, help me like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you next week. Okay, in the meantime, take care. Come hook it up.